By 1500 BC, the Mediterranean had evolved into a landscape of bustling markets and immense wealth, defined by deep cultural ties that spanned the entire region. The major powers of the time, the New Kingdom of Egypt, the Hittite Empire in Anatolia, and the Mycenaeans in Greece, operated as a highly integrated, globalized system. Historians refer to this elite network as the Club of Great Powers. This clay tablet provides direct evidence of that international correspondence. It's part of a massive diplomatic record, showing kings and courts constantly communicating across vast distances. These diplomatic ties secured a global supply chain. To forge bronze, the essential technology of the era, these kingdoms had to import copper and tin from thousands of miles away, creating a world where every nation relied on the others for survival. Around 1177 BC, this entire thriving civilization vanished. In a matter of decades, the system that took centuries to build simply stopped. Major capitals throughout the Mediterranean were systematically attacked and burned to the ground. Populations fled, leaving once great cities like Hattusa, the mighty Hittite capital, permanently abandoned. International trade routes evaporated almost overnight. In Egypt and Greece, monumental building projects simply ceased as resources and manpower disappeared. This dark clay tablet contains Linear B, an administrative writing system used to manage this global trade. During the collapse, the ability to read or write this language was completely lost. This poses the central mystery of the era: how a prosperous, highly integrated global system could evaporate, plunging the entire region into a dark age. Historians spent decades hunting for a smoking gun, a single event that could explain such a sudden downfall. Many originally suspected that they're a volcano. However, radiocarbon dating proves the eruption happened centuries too early to be the cause of the 12th century collapse. Others pointed to massive earthquakes, yet the archaeological record shows these empires had successfully rebuilt from major seismic disasters many times in the past. The most famous suspect is depicted here on an Egyptian temple wall, the Sea Peoples, a confederation of maritime raiders who attacked the Mediterranean coasts. Modern evidence suggests the Sea Peoples were actually displaced refugees, fleeing the same ruined homelands and disasters they were once thought to have caused. Single event theories fail to explain the totality of the ruin. Historians have had to look past simple cause and effect to understand the true mechanics of this collapse. The modern consensus points to a nonlinear systems collapse. This animated network map shows how a highly integrated supply chain turns its greatest strength into a fatal weakness. The first stressor was a century-long mega-drought. Scientists extracted climate data from formations in caves like this one, proving a prolonged decline in rainfall. This lack of water caused crop failures and famine, driving rebellions and migrations. As chaos spread, vital trade routes were severed, preventing the flow of resources. Without trade, kingdoms could not acquire tin for bronze weapons. As the supply chain broke, the system shut down. It was a perfect storm. The extreme interdependence of the Bronze Age meant that when links broke simultaneously, the world suffered an unrecoverable cascade. The immediate aftermath was a landscape of fragments. Massive centralized empires were gone, replaced by smaller, isolated city-states. This forced a transition into the Iron Age. Iron ore was much harder to work with than bronze, but it could be mined and forged locally, bypassing the broken international supply chains. Greece and its neighbors entered a centuries-long Dark Age. As these foundations show, once thriving urban centers were left to waste, and much of the era's art and literacy vanished. This history illustrates a paradox. The very complexity and interconnectedness that creates prosperity also breeds extreme fragility. The late Bronze Age collapse serves as a warning. Our own highly globalized world remains vulnerable to the same kind of perfect storm that brought the ancient world to its knees.